Welcome to this game of Mechabellum. I can't pronounce my opponent's name, but he's very high MMR. And my options: Sabertooth, Training, Typhoon, and Giant. And look at those. Training was clearly the best, at least in my opinion, with sledges and crawlers, and I have Training to level my units. My opponent's side: Amplify, Speed, Cost Control, and Missile Specialist. If I was in his place, I would probably go for speed. Probably speed. Maybe missile. But he went for cost control. So he has more money, but weaker units. Looking here, I could be on either side, since fighting a wall or fighting a turret, not that different. So the wall don't fight back, just 5 units instead. It's me defending on this side with my turret, and my opponent is attacking on the other side, on my wall. So we'll be on opposite sides. But he doesn't have crawlers, and he has fangs, so they are slow. The problem is that I am quite a bit more backwards than he is. So even if I have crawlers, I would take some time to hit his tower. And he did put one fang in here. I didn't sell any of the towers, because if he was attacking here, the towers could be useful. And instead of grabbing 2 units, I just grabbed 1 phoenix. Something you can do with... I also leveled the phoenix instantly with my specialist. But this specialist has 50 extra money, so I can do this. See, he will grab my tower first. My crawlers are biting his tower. Unfortunately, my middle turret gets destroyed during the debuff, so it does nothing. And he's going for my other tower. There's also his turret here to kill my crawlers. Look at this, how many died just on this first salvo. But I feel sneaked through and grabbed his tower before he could grab mine. And as you can see, my turret's doing heavy work here too. $5,000 damage. And he doesn't have any anti-air, so even if he could kill all my ground, which he can't, I would still win. And even if we were one on each side, end up getting the better of the trade. Here we have Improved Void Eye, which is not a bad card. Smart Marksman, Fortified Hacker. It is a good card, but I don't like hackers. And Head Deployment, I will just skip. Although I could have grabbed Head Deployment and start changing my units to this side. It would be an option. Maybe it was the best option. But you see me getting money and starting mounting a defense on this side. Oops. 1 Arclight, 1 Crawler. My opponent went for tech on the hounds and grabbing more hounds. Then he decided against it and grabbed 1 Crawler. But still tech on the hounds. Crawlers and hounds here on my flank. So do you have to spawn? No, then he changed it. No flank yet. Part of my arm is getting diverted. deal with his middle units, which are getting destroyed. I will still get his tower although, and mine is level 2, so it takes a little longer to grab it, which will let me grab the tower above first. So not that useful, most of my army is still traveling, most of what's left of my army. But if I just kill the fangs, it's my victory. And the fangs are dying. The crowds are still going on a journey to kill the other tower here. Another tower debuff. And with the debuff, maybe a few sledges will also survive. And more damage. Even if not a lot of damage, it's damage. Damage and experience for me. Here, none of those is really what I want. But out of the units here, Void Eyes look at the best. You see me start mounting a defense here in the middle, selling my towers. It's doing nothing, it's shrinking the crawlers. The opponent went for the 5 badgers and sold 1. I am keeping my Void Eyes, because they are good against the hounds. Level 2 Void Eye can one-shot. Even level 1 Void Eye can one-shot hound. Especially cost control hound. Now he's going for a flank here. And I am grabbing range on my acolytes. And even giving a level to this one, so it can kill the hounds more easily, even if it has the Void Eyes to help. And sneaky pull here, with crawlers, pull his units. You can see he went for a marksman here, because he was vulnerable to a wraith. But this pull, look at how many units those crawlers are pulling, and it's not even complete yet. They were just spawning. But I need to reinforce this side. It's very few, only 1 arclight here really, and 1 crawler. So I need more units to capitalize on the fact that I'm pulling his units. My tower tried its best to survive, but it lasted long enough for me to win this side, which he added some 5 badgers to my crawlers. See this level 2 arclights, he did a lot of hounds. Top 1 on damage, look at the damage climbing. It's going to kill a saber-tooth? No, 1 more shot and it's dead. But 38,000 damage before it died. And the Phoenix, 12,000. 13 and 700. And finishing at 1500. So less than half of that arclight. So very worth the level on this arclight here in the middle. He was the hero. Laser sight. You see me putting it on the phoenixes because they are my anti-air. I want them to stay alive, so more range for them. You can see that I have no anti-air on my board except those phoenixes, so I'm very vulnerable to wasps right now. But you can protect against everything. And I'm putting things for my opponents to worry about, like this crawler here, which will now be moved backwards. You can see. So the idea is to drag his units to the back, so I can piecemeal his army, one part at a time. Other arclight help clear, but I do need some DPS in here soon to deal with the saber-tooths. And my opponent decided to invest on a heavy unit. So, cost control fortress. Less than 40,000 HP, but it's 35,000 more HP than my Arclight can deal with its misery of not even 400 damage, and it is insta-locked on the fortress. My pool here worked quite well, but now with the addition of a fortress, and my army here is very poor. So I did grab the buff first. And if I can kill his army on this side, I should be able to cheese the round. I just need to kill the Fangs and the Marksman. But you can see my tower, the buff is almost over. Yeah, it's over, but Growlers plus Phoenix able to deal with everything here. And now he simply can't kill my air. Even if his fortress could kill all my ground, it won't, because the Phoenix will kill them it first. So even with a sneaky fortress, I was able to claim victory on this one. But now I have to deal with a fortress. Here, out of the units offered, Phantom and Wasps are the ones I can't deal with. Although the Phantoms I can, I have the Phoenixes. But my opponent will go for Wasps, I will go for Phantoms. My idea being, I will put the Phantoms here, and they will insta-lock the fortress, and Phantoms do have quite a bit of DPS. It's 6 of those missiles every time the 3 of them shoot. So it's 7,200 damage. Give them some time and they can kill the fortress, but we'll also go for another strategy against fortress. He has cost control fortress. I have normal fortress with range enhancement. So insta-locking his fortress. He went for the barrier, which is a great idea considering it doesn't get nerfed by the cost control. And he even put one on the other side. So now has 2 fortresses with barrier and wasps, which I decided to go for fortress, completely forgot to counter. I don't have units to kill those wasps, except my Phantoms here and Phoenixes here, which are not the best units to deal with wasps. His fortress lost, which was expected. My pool is still working here, pulling a lot of his units. Here he dealt with his ground, but now the Phoenix has to kill a lot of wasps. These wasps here killed my Phantom race, so even if I have 2 fortresses here, they can't deal with the air. Unless I grab it, anti-air barrage, but not worth it, since my opponent's not really investing in the air. Only the wasps that were offered. You can see they will kill one of my fortresses walking backwards. And the Phoenix arrived. And they go killing. And they managed to save the second fortress, which got a level. The other one also got a level. Or not. No level for the other one. Lightning Storm and Steel Ball production. I will go for the Lightning Storm, although Steel Ball production is kinda tempting considering I am going for fortresses. And my opponent will pick it. But a storm here can do a lot. I won't even beacon my crawlers this time, because I want his units to run here, through this area. And I'm starting to go for Mustangs. My opponent's grabbing even more fortress. They have shields, so they can protect units. So they can protect the air and the units in the back. I think he wasn't quite expecting me to go for a storm, considering he had a red grabbed shield. This one is level 2. We did got a level. So no, I think I intensive training it. I'm putting fangs in here. Just to have something in front in case he also went for range. Although he didn't even had range on his bar. I didn't pay attention. He didn't have enough money to grab range enhancement, and you can see I put no shields. I was very trusting that my opponent would be greedy and grab the steel ball production, and I was right. My level 2 fortresses winning against his level 1. My Mustangs died before they could kill all his wasps. So once again I will have to wait for my phoenixes. So let's speed this. And this time it's a level 2 fortress, so even if it's a level 2 wasp, only 5 are still alive. So they couldn't even bring the fortress to half HP. And dead they are. Second damage the phoenix, 48,000. Here, steel ball production offered again. And this time I will grab it. There was also efficient giant manufacturing, but I already have a lot of fortress, so not that many too. And with 3 it could pay off, but steel ball production just too good. I will put it on this one here. Since it's my safest location. And I'm also starting to put fortress on other sides. Going for the move with my crawlers here again. And also grab it overload. So my fortress have a lot of DPS now. And they still have more range than the opponent. But the opponent went for another attack too. So we both double attacked our fortresses, and he went for punch, which is also another attack that doesn't care about cost control. Always the same damage. And it can be quite annoying. I went for range on my Mustangs, so now they can counter the wasps more effectively. My opponent went for underground on his crawlers. And you can see I'm not grabbing the levels on the arc lights because I was not needing it, but I will have to do it. Because level 1 arc light can't one-shot underground crawler. Not on the ground, subterranean blitz. My Mustangs here, still a few of them alive. The wasps. Fortress is taken like a boss, but you can see he went for an overlord in the back with the unity drop, not unity drop, the spell. Was maybe worried I would use it against him and decided to use one as protection. I was also quite vulnerable to an if he used it on my side, it would be even worse for me. I was trusting he would go for the balls again. He didn't, but didn't capitalize completely on it. You see me going for Wraiths. And I sold one and put here, then decided, since I'm going to attack, let's keep both. Get the Generation Beam and put one on each side and shield on the fortresses, because I want protection against his pocket punches. The shield is perfect to protect my other units against it. Also levels on the arc lights, so I can one-shot his crawlers, and now I also have the wraiths to help. I only have very few fortresses compared to my opponent. It's 3 fortresses against, and he is also getting levels, so against 6. He has double the amount of fortresses and 2 level 2 fortresses. Also have 2 level 2 and only 1 level 1. I could level this one, but don't have the money for it. Also have the intensive training here, but I'm lacking money. Third attack on the fortress is very expensive, and barrier is already expensive naturally. But the wraiths should be able to help, and they nerf the units, nerf the opponents, increase the damage they take. Look at this. They get targeted, they get destroyed. This level 2 here is getting destroyed by my level 1. But the Phoenixes are helping. 32k damage in them already. Here, taking some pocket punches like a boss. But tower debuff, because I lost the middle fight. I only have 1 fortress against like 4 here. But I won the right, and even with the 50 debuff, my fortress here did quite a bit on his fortress. And I should still be able to win this round. There's a few hounds with charged shot. Charged shot, no. Chamber compression. But they're getting destroyed from far. And if my fortress died, even if it lived, it wouldn't be enough. He would survive with 33 HP, because fortress only does 350 damage. Here we have more intensive training, which is very tempting to make a super fortress. And I will go for it, although then I will realize that it was a bad idea. I don't have the money for it. But I am expanding my amount of fortresses here in the middle, because I'm fighting against quite a few. Getting levels on my fortresses. And now my money is gone. And I didn't even use the intensive training I grabbed. You see me loaning. And then I think I will use it. I also grabbed extended range. I will put on this one, but then I decide against it. Go back and put on this one, because this one is just fighting one level 1 fortress here, and then moving forward slowly, killing other units. This one is the one doing the heavy lifting, fighting other fortresses. And if this one is the top damage by far, because it's surviving. Yeah, it's just to level this one, so 1 level 3 and 1 level 2 fortress. I need the shields to be stronger to protect my other units. You can see he didn't counter my wraiths. I was thinking he would go for maybe Farseer with Cotton, but no. And they are also good at dealing with his wasps. He's on this side. This one wasps are level 3, and the marksman killed it. But you can see in the middle, my level 2 fought bravely, but I still have my level 3 here, fighting his level 3, winning. Other side winning too. And that's a fortress victory with more than enough damage. If you enjoyed, you could subscribe. But let's take a look at the battlefield. Killed him by less than I expected. Remember it being more. Only 1,000 negative health. I still want to hit the minus 4,000. My max is 3,000 and something. But that was a very cool game. Fortress battle with normal fortress versus cost control fortress, using techs that are not affected by cost control. Very strange tech line of my opponent. Doubly shot, anti-air barrage, everyone runs it. And also barrier, everyone runs it. The other two are the ones that vary. I am running range and overload, which is great for carry fortress. He's running pocket punch and double shot. Double shot is cheaper. The advantage of double shot is it's a lot of DPS for the cost. It's cheap, don't reduce your range, and does almost the same damage as overload, a little less. But overload is more expensive and reduces your range. So they are the trade-offs. But overload you shoot faster, so you can hit medium units and kill them more easily than with double shot. But if I was my opponent, I would probably have, after I saw myself going for heavily for fortresses, I would probably go for Abyss. He has the space. For a moment in the game, I thought of going Titan instead of Fortress here, but this Crawler decided against it. Because if I was going to put a Titan, it would be here, but I had the Crawler here for quite some time, and I didn't want to sell a Crawler just to put a Titan here. So I went for the Fortress to counter his Fortress. These mine are stronger. But if he went for Abyss to try to counter my fortresses, we don't know how it would have ended up. But Abyss can be a very good counter. It can destroy the shield easily. The beam pass, the shield is destroyed. Because it takes damage from all the way of the beam. So they can obliterate fortresses' shields. And they also kill the fortress quite easily. Even if I ended up with some high-level fortress at the end. And I was tempting to put a level 5 fortress, which I could. It was already at level 2 with the level up, so just get level normal, and I had 2 intensive trainings. But decided against it. It was better to spread my levels and get better shields to protect my other units against the rocket punches. But that's it for this game. Hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to leave a like and a comment. Last game of the season. After this one, it will be when the season starts. And hopefully with crabs. Me and everyone else will be trying to go use the crab units. They look really cool with the lightning shots from them and the aesthetics of the crabs. But that's it. I will see you on the next one.